Hey friends, and welcome to your back pain and period pain relief yoga flow. All the moves that we'll do today are going to be stretching the lower back and the front of the hips, kind of those places that you tend to feel tension during your time of the month. And hey, even if it's not your time of the month and you just feel the need to loosen up a little bit in this general area, I think you're going to love some of these moves. So let's get straight into it today. You can face towards the front of your mat, lift the arms above the head, and reach back. Little extended mountain pose. Feel that in your mid back, lower back. And swan dive the arms down, reaching towards your toes. You can grab each elbow into ragdoll position. Let your arms hang, bringing them side to side to release the back. Release the hamstrings. This entire area gets really tight during our time of the month. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Try to feel even deeper into the hamstrings and lower down just a little bit if that's in your practice. Swing side to side. And bring it back to center, walking your arms up your leg and back to mountain pose. Next, you're going to take a nice deep inhale in. Just place your left arm on your back, right arm front, right on your belly, and give it a nice twist. You can look back behind you. Stretch out that neck as well. And opposite side. So bring the right arm to your back, left arm to your belly. Look behind you. Trying to keep the shoulder down and back, away from the ear. And now you're going to flip it side to side a little quicker now. So you can bring your arms in front of you for this. Just twist it back and forth, loosening in the front of the hips and in the side body. Now bring it back to a neutral position. Reach your left arm up and back, stretching in the front of the left hip. Nice deep inhale in. Exhale it out. One more. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Bring the arm back to the left hip. Bring the right arm up and over. Deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale in. Exhale it out. Back to center. Now, if you have blocks, this is where you might want to grab them. When we're feeling in pain, whether it's back pain or period-related pain, a lot of times we're not at our best flexibility-wise, so we want to have some blocks to help ease into those poses and make them a little less painful. So you can also do it without blocks if you feel comfortable with that, but I highly recommend them, especially if you are feeling any sort of pain. Step forward with the right leg. Bring the blocks on either side of the leg. Kind of feel into it. You can lower your back knee. And if it feels good, you can move front to back. Just feeling into those hamstrings, loosening up the hips. Now tuck the back toes. Bring the right leg back into a plank position with your blocks. And left leg goes forward. Right knee down and untuck the toes. Wiggle around in your low lunge on this side. I know I really feel it on my left side. And feel the release in your inner thighs. Take that left leg back, swing it back to your plank position. Lower those knees for now. Next position, we're going to repeat the low lunge on each side. But when we do that, we're also going to straighten the front leg for a half split pose. So bring the right leg forward in between the blocks. You can untuck your back toe, straighten out your front leg as much as you can. It's okay if it has a little bit of a bend to it. Elongate your spine, elongate your crown of your head. Press your upper body towards your front leg. Again, as much as feels good to you, because this position is going to be a little bit different for everybody. And then bring it back into that low lunge. So now we're going to do a little flow in this position. So low lunge, split, back to low lunge, and then split again, lowering the head. And this feels really, really good when you are all sorts of pain and all sorts of tightness. You can really feel like the lower body loosening up. Breathe in at your lunge, exhale at your split. Inhale, exhale it out, straighten the leg. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Straighten and bend, straighten and bend. Now you can tuck the back toe, bring the right leg to meet the left, and then switch sides. So bring that left toe forward, untuck the back toes, and we're gonna do the same on this side so we can loosen up both sides, because we have 2 legs and 2 hips, or 1 hip, you know what I mean. Starting in that low lunge position, bring your booty back and straighten the left leg. Back to low lunge. Inhale, straighten, and exhale. Inhale in, bend, straighten, exhale. Inhale in, exhale out. Just a few more times. Two more, and we'll come back to center. One more. Okay, we got an extra one in there. This pose I really like for those front of the hips, which really can feel very tight during that time of the month. Bring the blocks in front of you, tabletop position with blocks underneath your palms. And then you can bring the knees back a little bit, lower down into an up dog. So it's like an elevated up dog position. This gives you more wiggle room to move your hips around and loosen up not only the hips, but the lower back. And I like to wiggle from side to side. So kind of like you're pointing your hip towards your left block and then towards your right, and then back and forth. That feels really good. Let me know, how are you feeling? Make sure to let me know in the comment section below after you finish this workout, or more so this stretch. It's not really a workout today. It's not about that. Your period is your time where you deserve rest, even if it's active rest. Okay, just 2 more times, 1 on each side. Okay. You can put your blocks over here, and you can just put it in front of you if you want something potentially to grab onto if you need it for this next pose. So start in a side seated position, feet out to your left side, and then place your right palm to the mat. Prop yourself up into a side plank, grab that left leg, keeping your right leg nice and stable on the ground to hold you up, and bringing the left leg up and over and stretching it back so you can feel, again, an opening in the hips. This one's all about the hips. If you need to take a break, you can always lower for just a second and bring it back up when you feel ready. This one really stretches the whole front of the body. Okay, bring it down. Shift those legs to the right side. We're gonna do it on the opposite leg. Left knee stays nice and planted on the floor, right knee up and back, holding on to your back foot. This one feels a little bit tighter for me. You can bring it down. Amazing. For the next one, you can bring your legs in front of you in a wide stance and place your blocks at a medium height in front of you. You can bring them about arm's distance apart or however feels good to you. You can bring them a little closer if you want to modify and have a little more gentle of a stretch. And lower your chest down towards the blocks for a nice wide-legged forward fold. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale it out. And bring it up to center. For your last move, we're going to take your blocks on their low positions. The large flat side of the block is on the ground, and you can just place them side by side, or you can use one block. Knees out wide, toes touching under your bum, and lower into a child's pose using your blocks to assist. Now, I like this position, and you can stay right here in kind of like a frog position if you like, if it's too intense. But if it feels good for you, you can lower down and place your hands across your blocks and lower your head like you're taking a nice nap. This is probably my favorite move for stretching out the hips during my time of the month. So go ahead and do whatever version of this move feels good to you. As you breathe in and let out that exhale, try to imagine your hips melting into the mat. And I bet that you'll feel even more of a little wiggle room in your hips, a little relief. Breathe in, exhale it out. Whenever you're ready, you can lift your chest up, make your way to the front of the mat. If you need a little bit more time for got some thunder. If you need a little more time to relax and unwind, I highly recommend doing this over again, or you can just do the last move that we did, the child's pose with the assisted blocks. That is one of my absolute favorite poses for period pain relief, back pain relief, etc. You can also do things like camel pose or anything with assisted blocks, because that's going to help you ease into these poses, ease into these things that really do help you find some sense of relief when you're experiencing pain. I know how you feel. I have had some pretty bad period pains myself, and I feel you. If you enjoyed this stretching routine and want to have another part 2 to this, or a longer version of a period pain relief flow, then let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what types of yoga flows you'd like to see more on this channel. I am a dietitian nutritionist and also a yoga teacher and personal trainer. So I play a lot of different types of videos on this channel, so I'd love to know what you'd like to see more of. If you'd like to work with me or find different ways to connect with me, don't forget to say hi in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.